Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So I am going to do another MDF board artwork. So tonight I'm going to do a ghost pour, but I'm going to do a ghost pour in white, which I have not done before. I've always done black backgrounds, so I'm going to do a white background, and I think it should look pretty good. So I have picked out my colours for the swipe, and they are holcroft paints, holcroft professional artist acrylic in pool party, cerulean blue hue, and metallic copper. So I think these colours look alright together. It's hard to tell from these little dots on the packet. So I'll just have to go for it and see. So that's my three colours. And the white is Eraldo de Paulo white. So the white is mixed 4 parts floetrol to 1 part paint. And the 3 colours are mixed 3 parts floetrol to 1 part paint. I have my swipe cards. I've just cut a normal size card in half, so that's probably the right width that I would like. And that is about it. So I'm going to coat this in white, and then I'll come back because you probably don't need to wait around and see that. So I'm just going to pause it while I coat it in white. Okay, I'm back. So that was actually a little bit harder than when I use. I don't know if it's harder because it was on the wood or harder because it's white, because the black is usually a little bit thinner, but wasn't so easy to maneuver it around the canvas. Normally on a canvas I scrape it across and then tilt it and it all becomes even. This is still a little bit rippled in certain spots, but I'm not going to over stress about that, because I can't really do much more to make it more even, except I am just going to give it a quick little torch just to make sure there's no bubbles. Okay, so now to pour the colours. So I'm just going to give them a little stir. Alrighty. So I'm going to do my normal way, which is pour off the canvas and then wave it across the canvas. So I'm hoping that I'm putting enough paint on. It's a slightly bigger canvas than I usually use. Well, because it's a wooden board, it's a bit bigger than I normally use. And I don't know how the paints actually behave on this wood, so we will just have to wait and see. So there's the 2 blues, and now for the copper. Alrighty. So there's my 3 colours done. I've got my wiping paper towel down. And I am using these, I haven't used these before, the puppy piddle pads or whatever they're called. Pet training pads. I don't have a plastic tray that's big enough to fit this piece of wood. So I thought I would use these. My friend brought a puppy, so I brought these for him, but he actually was pretty toilet trained by the time we got him at like 8 weeks, so didn't need to worry. So put it in the middle, try and keep it even, and pull, and I try to lift it a little bit as I get closer to the edge. Looking good. Again. And if you don't like a spot, go over it. And it is just a matter of putting it there and pulling across. Getting some pretty nice effects in this one actually. Nice cells are appearing. I'm going to turn my card around because it's starting to change shape. And it is just a matter of keep going across the canvas. Okay, I don't like it when that's skipped there, so I'm going to go over this one half here. Yeah, that's the only difference, because this white wasn't even. There's little gaps that I'm getting little skips in. So it's just a matter of keep going. Excellent. Getting nice cells. That card I've finished with. So now I'm going to spin the canvas around, and I'm going to keep calling it a canvas even though it's a board, just because I'm so used to calling it that. Whoops. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Not used to working with such a big, well, even though it's not huge, it's bigger than what I'm used to using, so I'm still adapting to it. But that's looking really good. It's getting lots of cells and lacing in there. Alrighty. Now it's just a matter of making sure you get fresh cards every so often when they're not doing too good, and starting again from this side. So try and go where you touched last and pull through. Ending your swipes at different levels so it kind of staggers itself a little bit. That one's starting to bend already, so turning it around. So it's that little skip there, so I'm going to try and recover that skip. New card. If you're ever unsure, get rid of the card and start another one. Turning this around. There. One little bit to go. Awesome. Oh. That's looking, sorry. So it's a very Australian word to say looking. When looking quite good. I'm really happy with these. Neither colour has overly dominated. There's the Pool Party light blue. You've got the cerulean blue in there, and you've got some copper coming up. There's probably some patches where it's a bit more copper than other areas, but that's okay. I quite like it. Heaps and heaps of cells and lacing. So it looks like it's reacting with the white a little bit better than it does with the black, or the black is just darker so you don't notice it so much. So I'm pleased with this. I don't think there's anything else that I can do to change it. Just by looking at it, it looks pretty cool. So I think that might be a winner. There's only one thing I'm going to do. Because it's a wooden board, it hasn't blended on the edges as much. So I'm just going to slightly swipe the edge, just so it didn't look like a solid line. Just gives it a little bit more dimension from the side. I just didn't want it to look like there was just a couple of rigid drips. So that's looking better. Much better, actually. So the way it was on the side where I had done the pouring, there was just 3 solid lines down this edge, and I thought when you look at it from the side you're going to notice that. So I just gave them a quick little swipe and it's just blended them similar to how it has on the top. So excellent. Well, I'm finished, so I'm going to bring you down for a closer look. I'm trying to fit everything in the camera screen. So there we go. This is a 900 by no, 600 by 300 board. I think that's correct. And I think the swipes turned out quite well. Let's go down and get closer looks. So as you can see, there's definite good lacing through it. There's the center, and then we come up to this end where we've got the other swipe side. Let's go in for a closer look. See nice cells and lacing in there, coming through and down, ending. Colours have actually turned out really good. I think that there is actually a good amount of negative space in this. There's enough white there to make it look good without making it look over the top white. And I'm really pleased. Super pleased actually. So this is the Ghost Swipe on an MDF board. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've actually had a lot of fun and I quite like it. If you have any comments or anything that you'd like to say I could have done differently or whatever, that'd be great to hear. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe, leave comments, and I will see you next time. All right, have a good night, everybody. Bye.